preeminent land-grant university, Oklahoma State was founded on agriculture. The original 200 acres were secured from farmers who participated in the very first land race. Established in 1890, OSU was at the forefront of agricultural education and research. However, it wouldn't be until 24 years later that the program produced its first female ag graduate. Nell Foster pioneered the way for women in agriculture here in Oklahoma. Today, one group focuses on making more women just like her. Maya Blanks got a chance to catch up with them.
At Oklahoma State University, Sigma Alpha is a professional sorority with a mission to empower women in agriculture. Through leadership, service, and scholarship, its members are preparing to make a lasting impact in the ag industry. Lauren Jones, the president of Sigma Alpha, explains how the organization helps women grow professionally while building lifelong connections.
Was a very male-dominated industry past through my lifetime. It's becoming a lot more popular for women to go to school to get an ag degree and go back to the farm just as much as men do it.
From philanthropy projects to agricultural awareness events, members are committed to making a difference in their community.
Here at Oklahoma State University, Sigma Alpha members are breaking all the stereotypes about agriculture while building a community with support. Whether that's professionally or socially, this sorority is about sisterhood and growth.
Melissa Crosswhite, Sigma Alpha's advisor, emphasizes the importance of mentorship and professional development in the organization.
And I think particularly with the sorority, you kind of have this instant network of leadership and scholarship and philanthropy and all of these things that are really kind of our pillars as a sorority.
Through mentorship, service projects, and professional opportunities, Sigma Alpha is shaping the future of women in agriculture. For its members, it's about growing together while making a positive impact. Sigma Alpha continues to leave its mark on OSU's campus, inspiring women to lead in the agricultural industry. For Pete's Corner, I'm Maya Blanks.
From small beginnings to the industry-feeding giant it is today, OSU has remained at the forefront of agricultural education. Now known as the Ferguson College of Agriculture, it is one of only 4 named ag colleges in the country. Since its humble beginnings, it has grown to offer 16 different majors. One student has already put her major to use outside of the classroom. Rainey Howell shows us just how.
A few weeks ago, these stands were filled with OSU rodeo fans at the Cowboy Stampede. But that was not the only thing happening at the Payne County Expo Center that weekend. A few steps away from the action, Cowgirl Market, a concept created by OSU student Taylor Kellner, filled this building to the brim with more than 20 small business vendors. Kellner started out as a small business owner of an online Western fashion boutique she named Branded TK. It started out of her parents' house during the pandemic, but it followed her to her dorm room at her dream college.
My dad and I flew over Boone Pickens Stadium to come look at a heifer in Orlando, and I remember looking down and I was like, oh, it would be cool to go to school there.
Branded TK is now closed, but Kellner still wears many hats. She owns 2 businesses separate from Cowgirl Market: Top Hand Media, a marketing company, and Southwest MagnaWave, a company focused on using a pulse electromagnetic therapy machine for livestock.
Taylor Kellner is one heck of an entrepreneur. She has the get up and go, and she is truly not only an inspiration to me and other small business owners, but also just women and college students and younger people in general.
That is Cassidy Craddock, one of the co-owners of a small jewelry business that attended Cowgirl Market. The online jewelry business, Canny Creek & Co., benefited greatly from the market.
We didn't really have a base here in Stillwater yet, and so we were really looking to just find some girls in Stillwater who love Western jewelry and fashion as much as we do, and let me tell you, we did.
Justin Cargill Custom Leather out of Cushing also found clientele in Stillwater at the market. Brooke Cargill said the opportunity showcased the variety of merchandise their family-owned business offers.
The people that came through, they had seen us on Facebook, maybe had some of our products, but didn't know that we carried all of the fun stuff, all the jewelry, all the, boutique type clothing and stuff. So that exposure was great. There was also a lot of people that came through and they're like, oh, you're just over in Cushing. So didn't really know that we were in such close proximity, that there was a real Western store, a real saddle shop that close to Stillwater.
With Cowgirl Market more than doubling its turnout in only its second year, Kellner hopes to continue it for at least one more year.
I love all the businesses that I get to work with. I love the camaraderie with the shoppers, and I love to watch people make those connections and make money for their business. So I plan to do it at least another year, and if the opportunity presents itself and I think that it is sustainable even after I've graduated, I would consider doing it annually.
Capital Market may only come once a year, but supporting small businesses is a year-round endeavor. Reporting from Cargo Leather, I'm Rainey Howell with Pete's Corner.
Known for its wildlife and stunning views, Theta Pond is a popular gathering spot here on campus. Whether you're here for a picnic or on a casual stroll to class, the iconic location has had many uses. But did you know its original use was to water horses? Built in 1895 to address water shortages, and at that time water horses, it earned the nickname Horse Pond. But since then it has met many needs of OSU, even being used as a lab to test water. Speaking of testing, one club here at OSU seeks to address student professional development through competition. Baylor Bryant went to catch up with one accomplished member.
OSU students interested in agricultural economics can come down to the Agricultural Hall to sit in on an AgHEx meeting and meet one of its friendly faces, Vice President AgHErculutre.
AgHEx is the departmental club for agricultural economics. We focus on professional development and networking, and we hold monthly meetings every Tuesday to kind of just give members an outlet to meet like-minded students and do those activities.
AgHErculutre has been a part of the AgHEx club for 3 years, and she has made quite an impact on the other students involved.
She was very welcoming in terms of introducing me to other people and just letting me get to know her and feeling like I can always have someone to go to. And she's just been able to introduce me to more professors and more students who are maybe in similar classes as I am, and just be able to grow those connections even more.
AgHErculutre and other members of the AgHEx club meet at the Agricultural Hall to expand their knowledge on agricultural economics and build camaraderie within the club by practicing for Quiz Bowl.
I'm also the captain of the AgHEx Quiz Bowl team, which is a denomination of our AgHEx club. We work directly with developing students in a Jeopardy-style game to where we compete against other colleges on Quiz Bowl activities, and that's been shown to flourish students a lot and give them just a lot of confidence in agricultural economic principles to make them better in class.
Practicing for Quiz Bowls allows the students in AgHEx to get some snacks, have a good time, and help strengthen the minds of the next generation in agricultural economics. And AgHErculutre has become a key part of it.
She just facilitates everything in a great way. She's a great communicator, and she kind of gets everybody motivated and ready to go whenever we're trying to do something like Quiz Bowl or a meeting. She's always there with some great inspiring words, or ready to be a leader and help everybody just with whatever they need.
What started out as a way to pursue her career has now turned into something that she could not have dreamed of.
I come into Ag Hall and I say hi or hello to at least 5 or 10 people whenever I come in the doors. I didn't think that I would be that well known on campus, and not that I am. I'm not saying I'm famous or whatever, but it's nice to know that people know you and they appreciate you for who you are. In high school, it didn't seem like this is where I would be 5 years from now, but I'm really proud of where I am and the accomplishments that I've made, and I think AgHEx has been a big part of that for me.
It's not always about the destination, but about the people you can inspire along the way. With Pete's Corner, I'm Baylor Bryant.
Sticking with influential women here at OSU, I got to sit down with one of our very own trailblazers earlier this week. We're joined now by Dr. Damona Joy, the Associate Vice President for the Oklahoma Cooperative Extension Service. Thank you so much for joining me here today.
Happy to be here.
Damona recently served as the National Chair for the Extensions Committee on Organization and Policy. Will you tell us a little bit about what the committee does and your role in it?
Sure. The National Extension Directors Association has a committee that plans the activities and events for the year. Our aim is to advance the cooperative extension system nationally and at the state and local level as well. So we provide professional development opportunities, but we also look for opportunities for new funding for the extension system. And so that means meeting with government agencies, representatives from institutions like the National Science Foundation, meeting with counterparts in agriculture, but looking to highlight what extension does throughout the country and encourage their advocacy for us in arenas that might bring more money to the system.
What were some benefits you saw, not only for the country, but OSU as a whole during your term as national chair?
Well, it was certainly an educational experience for me, so I had the opportunity to connect with people in DC in a variety of ways. I think those conversations are always helpful to them seeing OSU as being a player in the national stage. But it also, I think, helped our system nationally because of the relationships that we develop. And again, by increasing familiarity with the Cooperative Extension Service, one of the benefits that we've seen in recent years, for example, has been the Center for Disease Control has invested funding to help provide education on immunization and other health-related projects throughout the country.
Amazing. We will go now to commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more about Demona.
I want to show you something. This is the money we could save by switching from fresh packed California crushed tomatoes to concentrated tomato paste.
I want to show you something too. I got a new door. Go take a look at it.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars. Like fresh-packed California crushed tomatoes. Pick up a large, deep dish for just $8. Pizza, pizza.
Introducing Lincoln Black Label at Diffie Ford Lincoln. Designed to impress those with impeccable taste, Lincoln Black Label features a collection of interior themes and a host of exclusive membership privileges, inspired by attention to detail and a love of automobiles. With Lincoln Black Label, you'll enjoy an extended premium maintenance plan that covers wear items or even remote vehicle delivery. Lincoln Black Label isn't about luxury ownership, it's about membership. Lincoln Black Label, exclusively at Diffie Ford Lincoln.
At ASAP Energy, our goal is to provide the best customer service for whatever our clients need.
My relationship with ASAP Energy came about in 2007. I was wanting to build a convenience store. I didn't know how to do it. I had never been in the business. I just felt comfortable with Rick. And so I knew that I wanted to do business with a guy like that. Integrity, loyalty, and family. I would recommend that to anybody. Thanks for taking a chance on me.
At ASAP Energy, everything matters.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, this...
I want to show you something. This is the money we could save by switching from fresh packed California crushed tomatoes to concentrated tomato paste.
I want to show you something too. I got a new door. Go take a look at it.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars. Like fresh-packed California crushed tomatoes. Pick up a large, deep dish for just $8. Pizza, pizza.
Introducing Lincoln Black Label at Diffie Ford Lincoln. Designed to impress those with impeccable taste, Lincoln Black Label features a collection of interior themes and a host of exclusive membership privileges, inspired by attention to detail and a love of automobiles. With Lincoln Black Label, you'll enjoy an extended premium maintenance plan that covers wear items or even remote vehicle delivery. Lincoln Black Label isn't about luxury ownership, it's about membership. Lincoln Black Label, exclusively at Diffie Ford Lincoln.
At ASAP Energy, our goal is to provide the best customer service for whatever our clients need.
My relationship with ASAP Energy came about in 2007. I was wanting to build a convenience store. I didn't know how to do it. I had never been in the business. I just felt comfortable with Rick. And so I knew that I wanted to do business with a guy like that. Integrity, loyalty, and family. I would recommend that to anybody. Thanks for taking a chance on me.
At ASAP Energy, everything matters.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, this... well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
Welcome back. Now we're going to learn more about Damona and her experiences in the agriculture industry. How did you get into ag?
Well, I was born into agriculture. My parents farm outside of Lawton in southwest Oklahoma. So I was active in 4-H as a youth, and then in high school I was one of the first females in vocational agriculture in Lawton. So I was active in FFA as well. I had an ag teacher who brought me to OSU. I said I enjoyed agriculture and science, and so I started out in biochem, but an instructor in my ag econ class taught me a lot and invited me to become an ag economist, and that's where I stayed for a career as faculty and now in administration for extension.
How important are organizations like 4-H and FFA to bringing not only women into agriculture, but shaping ag in so many ways for new people?
I think they're invaluable. We have data that shows how important it is and what the life-changing things that happen as a result of being involved in 4-H. And so it's things like they're twice as likely to be active as adults in community service and community engagement. They're more involved in STEM education. They're more involved in choosing healthy living habits. And so I think there's lots of evidence as to the value of 4-H and FFA. And certainly the networking opportunities and just the professional development that provides positions youth well for jobs in agriculture. And we know that there are more opportunities than that we have people trained for the future in those areas. And so I think it's going to be important for all of us involved to continue to recruit into our youth development programs, but also into agriculture at the college level as well.
You mentioned being a pioneer for women as you started out. What were some of the struggles you faced along the way, and how did they shape your career today?
Well, it's interesting. So perhaps some of the leadership opportunities were constrained, I'll just say early on, because I wasn't given necessarily the same opportunities in high school. Once I got to college, I found people very much more accepting. It was great to have mentors that supported me, faculty members who encouraged me to go to graduate school. And so I think that was very important in terms of me being able to advance professionally.
You mentioned earlier that you have served as a mentor to multiple women, not only here at OSU, but in agriculture as a whole. What is something that you would say to women as they get involved in ag and persevere through?
Well, I'd say first, believe in yourself. So that's important to have that confidence. The confidence comes from being prepared, I think, at all times. And so if you are perceived as being the expert, then people are going to come to you. It's important to network and get to know people. That helps you in developing your programs and understanding what people want and need. Mentors were an important part of my career as well, and it wasn't necessarily always women. So just find people that can be supportive of you and will be supportive of you as you work to advance in your career.
Wow, what an inspiration. Damona has been a mentor for so many young women like her who grew up in the cattle industry. In fact, one organization on campus focuses on just that. Ryan Pickering went to meet the women working hard to promote the beef industry.
The Oklahoma Collegiate Cattle Women is an organization of young women who share an interest in supporting and promoting the beef industry. Their primary goal is to create opportunities at OSU for those involved in the organization to challenge themselves as leaders in the beef industry.
Personally, for me, it's like women supporting women. So there are other organizations like the Cattlemen, and we love them, obviously. But with us, it's different because women aren't represented as well in many things. And so I feel like the fact that we can have our own small niche organization makes it so much better.
A lot of it's like family. Like I talk to these girls, like some of them grew up the way I did in an operation and running cattle, and some of them didn't. But I like the fact that we all kind of come together in a situation of still wanting to learn new things in this operation or in this industry, and being able to just kind of be a family. And I like the family part of it. I'm real close to these girls, and I like that.
You are able to interact with women who also love the cattle industry and are involved in the cattle industry. or want to learn about it, and as well as making so many new connections of people who are already experienced in this industry and are willing to teach you anything you're willing to learn.
You find your people here. It's not like a sorority, but better because it's about cows.
It's clear this club is more than just women supporting women. It's family supporting family. Ryan Pickering, reporting.
While agriculture plays a huge role in this stage of students' lives, for many, that love was sparked back in high school. In 1928, the FFA program was established to better prepare the future farmers of America to enter the industry. For most students, that journey ended upon their graduation. But for one student here at OSU, they slipped back on their corduroy jacket and stepped into a leadership role. Tyler Tripodi tells us more.
Do you remember one day? Just one day that changed the course of your life forever? I do. I was 4 years old, preparing to go swimming with my family on a bright summer day. My biggest concern was the sunshine and playing with my siblings.
Amara Jackson is a face many in the ag community will recognize. She's the national chapter president of FFA and a student at OSU. However, the people closest to her say she's more than that.
I would definitely say a light. Like when she comes in, like what you see is who she is. Like I don't see Amara get down very often. Her flame doesn't get diminished too often. Touches every part of the room. How's that? You're not going to find a kid left in the corner. She's going to pull that kid in. So she's definitely a light.
Just her presence is warm. I don't know how she does it, but every person she talks to, she makes everybody feel like a somebody.
For Amara, that's just part of her life's philosophy.
I just think in life there's so much that can go wrong, but there's so much every single day that goes right. And it's so important to find that good and to find that positivity. And some people in my life have been like, oh, that's so cliche, or oh my gosh, how do you always see the glass half full? How do you always remain optimistic? But I think I remain optimistic because I know what challenge is like, and I've been in challenging environments where when I do look at it from a negative standpoint, it's more exhausting than if I was to choose to look at it from a positive standpoint.
While that positivity may be tough to find some days, Amara continues to find it and be the light for those around her. Even though positivity is a big piece of that puzzle, for Amara, it's all about remembering.
Never forget where you came from or where you started. I always try to remember my humble beginnings. I shared that a little bit earlier, but it's just so important to remember that first day when you started an FFA contest, or that first day you started a new job, or that first day you found your significant other, whatever that is. Just like remember those humble beginnings and that feeling.
Because as Amara would say, that feeling could be the start of something great.
You have the ability to accomplish anything if you start with one small action.
Tyler Tripodi, Pete's Corner.
From the faculty blazing the way to the students following in their footsteps, OSU has so many women leaving their mark on the world of agriculture. Though we only got to highlight a handful here today, there are so many more women in ag building up the industry. Thank you for joining me today as we covered historical women here making an impact at OSU in the world of agriculture. This will be our last show for the semester. Have an excellent break, y'all.
I want to show you something. This is the money we could save by switching from fresh packed California crushed tomatoes to concentrated tomato paste.
I want to show you something too. I got a new door. Go take a look at it.
Nobody uses better ingredients than Little Caesars. Like fresh-packed California crushed tomatoes. Pick up a large, deep dish for just $8.
Pizza. Introducing Lincoln Black Label at Diffie Ford Lincoln. Designed to impress those with impeccable taste, Lincoln Black Label features a collection of interior themes and a host of exclusive membership privileges, inspired by attention to detail and a love of automobiles. With Lincoln Black Label, you'll enjoy an extended premium maintenance plan that covers wear items or even remote vehicle delivery. Lincoln Black Label isn't about luxury ownership, it's about membership. Lincoln Black Label, exclusively at Diffie Ford Lincoln.
At ASAP Energy, our goal is to provide the best customer service for whatever our clients need.
My relationship with ASAP Energy came about in 2007. I was wanting to build a convenience store. I didn't know how to do it. I'd never been in the business. I just felt comfortable with Rick. And so I knew that I wanted to do business with a guy like that. Integrity, loyalty, and family. I would recommend that to anybody. Thanks for taking a chance on me.
At ASAP Energy, everything matters.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time. Because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, this... well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
The deli department at Homeland is Oklahoma's headquarters for party trays. Enjoy the time with family and friends at your next event, and let your neighborhood Homeland create the perfect fruit, deli, or cheese tray for you. The party planners at Homeland will help you choose the perfect party food, sized just right for your guests. Call us, stop in, or order online, and we'll make it ready for pickup on your schedule. Make your next party special with a party tray from your neighborhood Homeland.
Good to be home, Homeland.
Love these things. Hilarious. Sorry, force of habit.
As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
Hi, it's Sam at Louis Grill and Bar, here to introduce our new menu items from south of the border. Come try our new poblano chicken tacos, or the ever-popular sriracha shrimp tacos. At Louis, where you come for the food, but stay for the fun.
It's hard to imagine my life before her, or a day without her. So much of what I take for granted simply wouldn't exist. She is the force that holds our life together. She is my everything, the center of my universe, from Forevermark. The diamond, the promise. Available at Lewis Jewelers.
I'm Randy Heights with 1077 The Franchise, and let me tell you about the HCG diet from New Leaf Wellness and what it's meant to me. Over the last year, I've dropped 90 pounds, and this has been a lifesaver, guys. I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't always get to the gym, and what's been incredible about this diet, when I can't work out, I still lose the weight. 90 pounds in a year is a lot for anyone, but for me, it's been a miracle. Why don't you give New Leaf Wellness Centers a call and see if they can't help you with a free consultation, or go online at newleafcenters.com.